Hello again everyone, and welcome to my craft room at stampinginthevalley.com. Well, with Father's Day coming up, I thought it would be nice to show you all how to make the shirt and tie card. There's all kinds of tutorials out there about it, so this is just my take on it, and I hope you enjoy it. This card has the collar that is matching, and I'm going to bring this other card in, and this one has the collar where the card is, or the cardstock is contrast. And because Stampin' Up's paper is double-sided, this allows us to do projects like this. Okay, this is just some old DSP from a paper stack that was called Fresh Prints. So I was just kind of using things up and getting ready to teach my card class coming up, and so I was going through some old cardstock and thought I'd go ahead and teach this card. Now let me give you the dimensions, and you know, whenever I pop the dimensions up on the screen, you might want to pause the video so that you can write them down so that you can duplicate the card perfectly. Okay, so let me give you the dimensions on this one right here that has the contrasting collar. Okay, you will cut, first I started with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and folded at 4 1/4. And then I've just turned it to be like a book style. Okay, so we'll move that aside, and the DSP is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and then from the top edge right here I scored down 5/8 of an inch from the top, and then just cut in on my paper trimmer 1 inch, and 1 inch from either edge right here. See? Okay, this is scored at 5/8 and then cut in at 1 inch. And this is what holds the knot down. And I'm going to show you all this because we're going to make the other card that has the collar that is not contrasting. I'm just giving you the dimensions on this one. So then at this point, what I would do with this, and I want you to see that right here, the little knot, okay, doesn't have to be perfect. This is a very forgiving project. So because when you fold this in and add the dimensionals, makes it perfect. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. And I just used 2 full dimensionals and just put them right here on the back. And what a gorgeous day in Upper East Tennessee. I'm babysitting my grandson while my daughter works, and so I thought while he was taking a nap I'd come in here real quick and do this video. Okay, so then what I do, this is cut at 1 inch in, and just kind of come in and fold and let those dimensionals just kind of fall where they may, hiding any blemishes. I like to put the top right here at the top, the little point at the top, making, you know, that's like a Windsor knot, I guess you would call it. I've got this dimensional too far back, it's not touching the knot, so you'll want to make sure. In fact, what you could do is just put the dimensional on the knot, and then bring your, there we go, put the dimensional on the little knot there, and then add your let your collar come down and touch it, and it'll just pick it up. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now then from here what I would do is just add some snail. Let's just go ahead and do that. This is really cute card. I guess I could unlock that. This is a really cute card. I thought it would be a great birthday card for any father, or even, you know, do a Happy Father's Day. So bring this in again. This is 8.5 by 5.5. We scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then bring your, this is so cute. Bring your shirt in. Okay, line it up. And then I'm not going to stamp sentiment on this yet. I also added some Tombow, and I want to do that to keep my tie down right there. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick, and then that can be drying while we move on to the rest of what we're going to do today. This will be a little bit longer video because I have a lot of instructional to give you. I must be running out of Tombow in this one. we'll take care of that later. Okay, so anyway, I would add a little bit of Tombow, or you could add a glue dot. Let's just do that because that bothers me. Just add a glue dot right there. I'll just flip that tie up. Actually, that's a whole lot easier. Okay, so just add a glue dot. There we go, to hold your tie down. What a cute little card. It puts some nice sentiment in the inside. I think I'm going to stamp some happy birthday or something on that. So, okay, that's the contrasting collar and its dimensions. So you can always go back in the video and write those down. Now, to get this one, I did use our Look Up to Father stamp set for Father's Day with this. Of course, I made the t-shirt on the outside. And then I just took a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this layer is cut at 4 1/4 by 4 for the inside layer, and stamped the Look Up to Father stamp set. This is a wooden stamp set. It's one solid one. I love this because I want you also to look at the tree. I always talk about stamps being versatile, and you can easily block out the sentiment on this and constantly use that tree. I love that tree. So that's a really nice wooden stamp. Okay, Look Up to Father. Okay, so now with this, our dimensions are just a little bit different, but the base of the card is the same. Excuse me. It's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, cut at 4 1/4, and then opened in like a book style. So we'll move this out of the way, and I'll go to my directions on the matching collar here. And I'm going to show you how to make the tie. Now, on the matching collar, the piece of cardstock that you want to use is 4 inches by 5 7/8. And you will measure down and score at the 5/8 inch mark, and measure down and score at the 1 1/4 inch mark. Okay, then, and I'm going to flip this over, then you're going to, and we'll do this together, you're going to bring the top flap down to meet that score line, and you're going to have to and then you're going to use your snail. So let's just do that first. So you're going to bring that down, you're going to snail this down, okay, and now there's that little the other score line right here, okay, at the 1 1/4 inch mark. Now you're going to want to bring these in, but sometimes you see the other side of the paper on the back of the collar. So just go ahead and take your snips, and as you can see, I've snipped mine out, okay? Just snipping it out, you know, a little notch there. No problem, just using some of your snips. And then, after you get your tie in, you'll see that then when this folds over, you're kind of seeing it right now come together as a shirt with the collar that is matching, okay? So to make the matching collar, see how that's going to work. To make the matching collar, you have to have 2 scores, okay? One at 5/8 and one at 1 1/4. So now let's move on to how to make this stinking cute little tie. Okay, and this piece of DSP, use any kind that you want, use any colors that you want. I love that everything is double-sided. Some, you know, I didn't want to use the flowers with this because I was going masculine with it. So this piece of cardstock is cut at 4 by 4. Very small, just a 4 by 4 sheet, okay? Now, let me move this card out of the way and my snail so I could get right in the middle of the camera here. Now, the side that you want to face out for the card, side down, okay? So the side that you want to see, go side down. Turn your cardstock at an angle, okay, to make like a diamond shape out of it, because you've got a perfect square 4 by 4. Now, I hold my finger here at the bottom, okay, and I bring one point into itself, and I'm leaving this, and again I'm lined up on my grid paper, and I'm bringing this to the halfway point. Well, actually, let's do this. First, what I want you to do is fold the cardstock in half. I'm sorry, I skipped a step. I've been making a lot of these, so just fold it. So bring that over, okay, and fold it in half. So that's what you have to do there, make a triangle, okay? Take your diamond and make a triangle. Okay, now then put your finger there at the top. Using your grid paper to keep everything nice and straight, take one corner and fold it over. Okay, and you're going to have like a long part. Okay, same thing then on this side. I use my finger now, and I just kind of come over, and I want it to meet right here in the middle, and you don't have to be that fussy. This is a very forgiving project. I really think this would be great for kids to do. I always use with this project my bone folder, because you want these creases to be crisp and as flat as you can get them, because you're going to have to glue things down. Okay, so that's the first fold. Okay, so fold in half, then bring it here, fold it on itself, and then on itself again. Now you're going to bring the second fold is the same thing. Just bring it here onto itself. You might have to manipulate the paper because it is thick. It is Stampin' Up! Paper, so it's very good cardstock. And bring it in for a second time on itself and use your bone folder. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, okay, let me stop here and let me show you. If you wanted to do a funny fat tie, you don't have to bring it back in on itself again. Okay. Let's bring this one in. Okay. You see, you could bring in a big tie if you wanted to, instead of the skinny tie. So, but I'm doing the thinner tie for Father's Day. I kind of like the fat tie too. That's cute. Okay, now let's go ahead and fold the other side in on itself. This almost makes like an ice cream cone, if you can see right there. Okay. And bring your edges together as best you can. Like I said, this is a very forgiving project. Almost like a lot of origami into this project. You know, just the folding of the paper. Okay, so I'm going over it nicely with my bone folder, and now you can see I've made the cute little tie. Okay, but it's long. So now you want to flip it over here on the side that you want to see, and you want to take your bone folder about 1.5 inches down so that you get a nice straight line. I use my bone folder and I bring it back over on itself. About 1.5 inches, 2 inches, something like that. Depends too on how long you want your tie. You know, now's the time to kind of mess with it. I take my bone folder and crease that down. Come in and bring my bone folder in, and then give it about 1 inch to make that little knot. Fold this back on itself. Okay. And press it. And then take the little tip here and bring it to the back. Okay, now you have what's going to be your little Windsor knot, whether it be flat or a little longer. We might modify that. Let me see, now is the time to mess with it. Let's bring the shirt in that we made. And we can put, I love that the dot is right there. I didn't plan that, I got lucky. Oh, that's too cute. No, I'm going to leave it just like that. And just leave a little longer part of the, yeah, I like that. Let's see. And I think I will shorten it. Let's just shorten that just a little bit. So we want to bend this back on itself. I hate I'm going to lose that dot, but that's okay. So I'm going to bend that back on itself and shorten that a little bit. Let that come back there. Yeah. Well, we still have a nice little dot. Okay, so I'm going to hold that with my finger, and I want to look at it now again. Yeah, I like that. Okay, good. Good. Okay, now on the back of this is really chunky. So on the back of this, I go ahead and add a glue dot. Just on this little thick part right here. Okay. And go ahead and fold it down on itself, and it'll hold. They're fantastic. Now then, you want to come back here, and underneath this little tab, you want to add some snail. Hold your tab down. Okay. And just keep pressing. Beautiful. Now, all the way down, I go ahead and add my snail all the way down. Okay. Up or down, however that, but add it to the back. One line. Okay. Just one line down that crease right there. Bring your shirt back in, And now is when I do like to use my grid paper. And I know that this is 4 inches, so I want 2 inches on either side, and I want it lined up nicely. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my tie in, place it down, and just kind of eyeball where I want my shirt collar to pick it up at. I want that to come over just a little bit. Using the center fold of the tie with the center line that that I'm on my grid paper, trying to line every bit of that up. Good, love it right there. That is perfect. Okay, now I'm going to press that down. Okay, then again I'm going to bring, and here, this is so cute. And here, as you can see, we've made our tie with our shirt. Oh, it's so cute. And the little collar that has the, this is the matching collar, and of course we brought in. Now we decided, let me go back to what we had decided before. I'm going to put my dimensional here so it picks up on some of the collar. I want to put it down on the tie itself, so that then when I bring this in, yeah, it's going to get right on top of those dimensionals. So that's what I would suggest. You can also put some brads and really decorate this up, which would be really cute, like little tie clips, little collar clips. I've seen people do brads on them. They're really cute. This is, you know, like I said, I just wanted to give you my take on it. So I'm going to hold this down and then crease my collar just a little bit here. Very adorable. And then we said down here a glue dot. Fold this back. Bring your glue dot in. Just stick to your project. Fold it down. Cute. Very, very cute. Now let's bring our card base back in. I love it. I love it. That is adorable. Okay, so let's put some snail back here. Well, I guess my dad, if he's not watching my YouTube channel, I know what he's getting for, I know the card he's getting for Father's Day. That's what was just going through my head right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on the front. Oh, that's so cute. And like I said, you know, even if you wanted to add some candy dots right here, some brads, anything would be adorable. Little sentiment down here, happy birthday, happy Father's Day. Whatever, for whatever occasion. Get well. You know, this is a really nice masculine card that you can dress up with a bunch of color, or, you know, go for a kind of all-in-one, very calm, peaceful, earthy tones. If you like what you see, please click on the box at the bottom of this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that whenever I do a video, it will come directly to you. Also, go over to my website at stampinginthevalley.com and click on the big blue button if you need to order any Stampin' Up! Products, or send me an email if I can help you in any way. Please send it through my website at stampinginthevalley.com. To me, and I'll be more than happy to help you with any of your crafting needs. I would love to earn your business, and I hope you've enjoyed this card today. Great masculine card for Father's Day or any type of occasion that you're giving a card to a man for. And a lot of fun to do, a lot of fun to make the tie. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.